Hello, I'm Vandana Kim. Today I'm gonna share all of you about social work in libraries. So why they call social work in libraries? Yeah, we gonna study about learn about what is library in social work. Why is going together? Why library social workers go together with the librarian? So, what is the connection and what are the roles of social workers in libraries? What are their roles? What are they doing in libraries? So, let's start moving on to this slide. Let's go to the next slide. I'm gonna watch the interaction of the video. Let's go.
Did you know? The library has a social worker.
I'm going to give you the information.
Meet Andre Morris. He meets weekly with people in need of one-on-one assistance at multiple Orange County Library locations.
Very shocking for him to be in a library.
As a librarian social worker, sharing information. Information is powerful. Information changes a life.
I like coming in to talk to him with problems.
Food stamps and information on clothing.
Look for a job.
The patrons comes in from a variety of different setting, background, different issues, so you have to know a little bit of everything and be adequate and competent enough to share the information and the resources that you need to know.
I was just here one day and they told me about it, so I just signed in and that's it.
Social work is for everyone. Everyone requires and needs some advocacy at some time in their life.
I wouldn't be as far and doing, getting the help that I'm getting without Mr. Morris.
It's amazing because I've seen the result of sharing simple information of a client getting a phone. Without a phone, you can't get jobs. Without a phone, you can't get a housing because you have to communicate with either the landlord, the tenants, employers, and etc.
He's a good talker, a person that keeps you motivated.
If he wasn't here, there's a lot of people would be without.
It's super excellent for him to be here in the community and in the atmosphere because he's very helpful.
It is a 100% total benefit for people, homeless people, disabled people, people without jobs that don't have bus fare to get to the places they need to go. And we can come here and do what we need to do here and still be okay.
To have a social worker in the library, it's invaluable. It's amazing.
The library social worker provides one-on-one assistance and expert referral for affordable housing, career skills training, counseling, mental health, food SNAP benefits, government services, healthcare marketplace, immigration, and reemployment guidance. To find the nearest location, visit ocls.info/social worker.
So here we can see that there's a person who is a library social worker and have with a different kind of clients, like the patrons who come into the library can go to the social worker, or they don't need anything like the library card, or they doesn't have to have that card, but they can come in to the library social worker and get what they need, like resources, and they can be need different resource from the library. So some librarian cannot have them, so they do have a social worker to help those people who in need instead. So that's the introduction. Let's go. This is just like I told in the brief overview before, after the video, everyone can access library social work and does not need a library card. So they can have so that's mean the population that they serve is everyone can have the ability to need the resource from social worker. So there's not particular population, can be everyone. So that's the one thing. And go to the next slide. So this is a salary range of such library social work. It's 48,000 to 80,000 per year. So this is the salary that they provide in library social worker, and their role, it can be a lot of role in library social worker. It's similar to the video, a little bit similar to the video previously, but this is kind of deep, talking about more about library social worker, who are they and what are they doing for the people, and what are their role. The role is are gonna be. So this video, this video is there's like some people, they mostly like a students or social work student who come to intern in this library. So please watch this and let's learn from the video together.
Oh my goodness, it has a tremendous benefit when it comes to the students. It gives them the opportunity to take the theory that they practice in classroom and put the theory into practice. It also lets them know that everything that we talk about in social work, like ethics and meeting people where they are, it puts a face on everything that we speak about. It gives them an opportunity to go into the community and to make a difference. We can teach them everything in the classroom, and that is so critically important. But until they work with clients and they see how it feels to be on the side of to be a recipient, and how we, have to practice being careful with information confidentiality, until they really experience that, they really don't understand the essence of being a social worker that's effective.
We're here for help you with resources, any kind of, whether that's applying for jobs or applying for social services like applications, even like finding homeless shelters. Like, we're here, and this is the library, it's like the hub, and especially we're here right now at the Penn North Library, where unfortunately in Baltimore City, Charm City, it's always been systematically oppressed. So the fact that we are here at the library, hopefully it'll be about empowering. So that's my goal as my goal in all of this.
It's a great experience learning about different agencies. We have to connect these people to what's in their community, so we're also learning about what resources are out there, what agencies are out there, and how to connect these people.
There were a group of teens in the library after school one afternoon, and they were being kind of loud, but just teenage loud. So I approached them, introduced myself as the library social worker, and just started asking them questions about themselves, the neighborhood, and from there we just started talking. They were happy to engage, happy to tell me about their community, and as a result I asked them if they'd be interested in starting a teen group at the library. So that's what we're going to do.
The value of this experience for me is almost immeasurable, in the sense, and to be able to, I've spent already a full year in the classroom and learning about theory and learning about human behavior, learning about research, and it's a lot of book work, and it's interesting and it's fascinating. But like with reading, with any education, any profession, you always start to wonder, okay, I've got the knowledge, I understand what's going on here, but how does that translate in practice? When I sit down with a client, am I going to have any idea what to do, what to say, how to behave, how to interact? And to have this experience for myself, to sit down with clients, interact with them, learn from them, have them help me, have me help them, and that back and forth, I think, is really going to be a huge piece, really integral piece for myself as I go through the process of social work student to social work professional. And without this kind of field experience, I don't think that would be possible.
So in this video you can see that social worker is can be
Oh my goodness,
students, and the student can be like give them they will know like how to interact with the clients and all those things in the video that you can see, like what are they doing in the as a library social worker, even though they're student, they're intern. So the next one is gonna be the challenges that they have in the library social workers. So it's talking about like the employment of social workers. So this like the employment of social worker is depend on the local like funding, local funding instead of the funding from other places. So it's kind of limited, but so it can be challenged to find a real good social worker when there is not enough funding. And placing social workers. So placing social worker in the right clients is can be hard for these things, this work, because they deal with different clients that have different needs. And we're gonna go through what are the needs from the clients to the next slide. So the increases the number of social work internship is can be uh, uh, challenges because some they don't really know what is library social workers, and the job employment is like based on the public library, and it's not like enough information about employment to those student or those social workers, and it can be hard for them to find those place to work or get internship. So those are the challenges. So diversity. So the various various backgrounds who need resources like housing assistance, job search support, mental health counseling, and substance use help. So those are some of the needs that they need, but those is like they can be any people, any person who need those resources. So it's not really like it can be like a lot of diversities of people, like different background, from different background can need or find out those things. And for the training and license is they are like they need a state licensure, like unless the state licensure is can be like variety of uh license depend on the state, and professional development training. So the training can be like it's like one of the agency it's called agent of change. It can provide those professional development training for the library social workers. And there's like staff training, including mental health, uh, uh, like working with mental health, behavioral health, things like that. Can be like the training for the internship, like dealing with the clients, all those things. It can be the development, professional development too. So that's all for like what is library social worker, and these are the resources that I found. And feel free to search more about library social worker. Thank you. Bye.